Greetings everyone and welcome to Windrose. Well, a demo of Windrose. It's an open world survival game about pirates. Yes, I know, the perfect game. The demo is currently available on Steam. You can download it yourself. It's about 9 gigabytes. And it came out prior to Steam's Next Fest, which should be in full swing at the time you're watching this. Now, most of the demos from Next Fest are limited either by days or they take it down or maybe hours. I'm hoping this one's not going to have any limitations because I played a bit of it and I got to tell you, I really like it and I want to see more of this game. I want to get my hands on the full version of this game as quickly as possible. So I thought what we do is we play some of it, see whether or not you guys actually like it, and maybe squeeze as much as we can out of the demo before it either goes bye-bye or we devour all of the content. There does seem to be a lot of content. In addition to being an open world survival game, it does seem to have story elements. It kind of reminds me a bit of Fountain of Youth, you know, where story elements are sprinkled in there. So why don't we just jump in and play some Windrose and see whether or not we want to do a lot more of this. I'm hoping that we do. Now, our character for today will be Greybeard. See, here's the thing that I learned. I actually made this guy because there's a lot of options, as you can see. There's a lot of options. You can do scaling and such like that. The thing is that I actually made another character for testing. Even if you put him into a new game, he keeps all the stuff he has on him. So that's the reason we're not using Redbeard, we're using Greybeard. All right, so why don't we just start in here? We're going to hit the play button. Now, as you can see, there's 3 different game modes. It's very multiplayer-centric, so you can host a game or connect to somebody else's game, or you can do what I'm going to do, which is solo offline. I appreciate they added that. Now, this was my test game. Like I said, I did play a little bit of it, so I know kind of how to get started. We're going to create a new game. The way it works is you create your game, you go back, and then you start it. There's 4 different difficulties. We're going to go with the high seas because that is the intended Windrose experience. And let me tell you something, I'm going to die. Fortunately, the game penalty for death is not horrific. And it actually is kind of helpful too, to a degree. All right, everything else I'm going to leave the same. So we're going to go with demo series. I'm being optimistic, of course. Boom. Okay, so, I went back too far there. There we go. Okay, demo series. So let's confirm and get going. Okay, so welcome to Windrose. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay, so I have my broken blade and I have a worn out pistol. I have copper bolts, but I don't have gunpowder. And my clothing is not too terrific here. All right, but that's fine. All right, so I need, obviously, the standard things. Let's get some stuff here. I need to make a workbench, and I need to make real tools. All right, but I do need something else. Now, it's telling me to light a bonfire, so I'm going to be gathering... Oh, coconut. Excellent, excellent. So we have some food. Now, the way this system works, on the lower left, you see that I am hungry. Well, the situation is that you can have 3 different foods going at one time. It's going to boost you. All right, can I hack this up? Get some wood? Yeah, that looks like a chest, but you don't really seem to get anything. Except, of course, I got some nails, which is a good thing. There we go. Anyway, you can have 3 different foods loaded at one time, and they're going to give you boosts. They're going to last a certain amount of time based on... Can I even get that? All right, you know what? I'm going to wait until I have an axe. So I'm just going to keep grabbing these things for now. But at the moment, I don't have any food loaded. Now, I could just eat the coconut. Probably not a bad idea. It's going to increase my maximum health and last for 7 minutes. So I just kind of right-clicked on it, and you can see I do have a food loaded in there now, and I am no longer hungry. For 7 minutes. All right, let's go. I'm just picking stuff up here. All right, I'm thinking that this would be a good place to set up shop. First thing, of course, is going to be the bonfire. So we're going to set up the bonfire. All right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit B. And it's basically just selected this one for me. So, boom. Now, the good thing I like about this game is it doesn't, like, bust your chops in terms of fuel. That is just going to burn forever. And I do appreciate that. The same with my little cooking fire. I don't have to worry about loading fuel into that. Because, yeah, I mean, that's tedious and I just want to have fun. And as a matter of fact, it's actually asking me to do the cooking fire right now. So let's go ahead and do that. B. All right, so whatever you last selected, that's what's going to come up. But if you do a right click, then you get a list. All right, here we go. All right, I need 3 stones and 3 wood. I have them, so let's put down a cooking fire. You know, maybe I shouldn't have eaten the coconut, because I think there's a dish with coconut that I can do. All right, I also do need to do the workbench. I doubt that I'm going to have... I need 1 more wood. All right. So let's break out of that. All right, let me just pop over here for a moment here. Boiled crab, skewered meat, and dodo broth. All right, so those are the meals that are available to me right now. Any crabs on the beach? That would be nice. Wait a minute. No, that's not a crab. That's a shell. And grab that and grab that. Oh, did I just grab a piece of wood? Yeah, so I can put down the workbench now. All right, let's just go ahead and do that. Okay, right click, workbench, and poof, right there. Okay, so what does it want me to do? Build a tent. And then use the tent as a revival point. Okay, well, clearly, I'm not going to have what I need. Let's just check it out here for a second. Hold a second, there we go. Where is the tent? Oh, no, the tent doesn't get built this way. But you know what I did want? Okay, the stone axe. All right, I need wood. I need 3 wood. All right, let's look around. Oh, hi. Get over here. Get in there. Get in there. Did I get him? Yes, I got some crab meat. All right, that's very good indeed. And it looks like it's turning into night. By the way, there is no sleep mechanic in this game. You can have a bedroll, and you can have a complete bed, but basically it's for revival points. All right, just grab that. All right, what's in here? Brightness horn. All right, how am I doing? Okay, I should have enough to get stone axe. That's what I want. Boom. All right, and notice that's in the bench at the moment, so I have to take it in order to get it. All right, let's take a quick look around here. Put the stones down there, put the crab down there. Okay, these guys here, I think these are for getting pearls. I got a pearl. I got 2 pearls. I'm guessing I'm going to be able to do something with that in the future. I also have some nails. All right, let's take the axe and put it over there. Right, now we're just going to do some chopping. All right, guess how you get fiber? Yeah, you destroy things and you get the fiber. Okay, I'm going to get that. And we're just going to run around and get these. I could chop the trees down, but we're going to hold off on that for a moment. Oh, I got another coconut. Actually, I got multiple coconuts. I have 5 coconuts? Awesome. I guess I hit these guys and they came down. Oh, hi. How are you doing? Yep, you're dead now. Dodo dead. And I got 2 bird meat and I got dodo eggs. Very useful indeed. Very, very useful. Okay, so let's see here now. Let's just look around. Back out with the axe. Alright, there we go. Lots of plant fiber, but not enough. We're going to need a lot of plant fiber. Grab this. Okay, what is this? Oh, there's a boar. Okay, no, run from the boar. Run from the boar. Run from the boar. Is he coming? Okay, this is probably not going to end well for me, by the way. Go away. Go away. Okay. I guess I got a little too close. There are younger boars who I am going to be killing. And they're social, too. That was one of my deaths. All right. I think that I can make the tent now. All right. Grab this. All right. We're not going to use the tent for very long. But it is part of my quests. So that's what we're going to do. All right. So B, and then right-click, and then select the tent. And put it down. Okay. And, let me break out of that. Okay, so E, set survival point. Okay, so I can fight you now. I just don't plan on doing that. Except, of course, it wants me to kill a boar now and get its hide. Well, you know, maybe not necessarily the boar, you know? Oh, I got another coconut. Maybe they don't like the idea I got so many coconuts. Okay, are you the boar? No, you're a sow. Sow. This is a terrible idea, by the way. Got it. I'm getting out of here. Okay, so I got some meat. I got the rough hide that I needed. Okay. He's probably mad because I just killed his kid. I can understand that. There's an emotional attachment going on there, you know? Okay, I guess he gave up. Well, you know, kids are a lot of problems, you know, and they'll always turn on you. Just saying. Okay, I do see little sparklies, which is plant fiber that I left behind. Oh, that's also a coconut. Okay, and apparently I'm hungry again. However, I can do something about that now. All right, let's see. E. Oh, I can do bacon and eggs. That sounds like a plan. All right, we do bacon and eggs. And then I actually can do the boiled crab. 1, 2. And then we can do dodo broth. 1, 2. All right, can I just... Yeah, I took one of them. I think I'll leave the other ones there for now, and I'll get back to them. All right, I do need food. Yeah, I need food, so I don't need the animal fat. Here it is. Dodo broth. Okay, that one lasts for 15 minutes. So I'm going to be killing a lot of dodos, that's for sure. And like I said, I can actually have 2 of these guys up. So you see at the bottom left there, I have 2 different foods going. Okay, it wants me to craft boots right now. Here's the thing, and this is what they don't tell you. You can make a new workbench here. Right? Hold on a second. Let me get it out. Right here. So this one right here, armor and cloth. Right? So that way I can make the boots that I have the hide for. Yeah, the problem is what it doesn't tell you is that it has to have a roof over it. This doesn't need a roof. That needs. So what I need to do is I need to start working on a little bit of a base. And for that, I'm going to need a lot of fiber. So... Oh, not this. We're going to go here. Yeah, I'm going to need a lot of fiber. Here. Get fiber from here. Yes, there is a structure right over here. We're going to wait on that, though. If you look at the map, which we do have, there's a bunch of locations. This is the first one. It wants me to go over and loot the unique chests. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather stuff first. Because we're going to start working on our home. Maybe the first version of it, but we're going to start working on our home. Now, if I get a pickaxe, I can get a lot of stone from here. There's also... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you? Oh, hi. Okay, that actually was a tough guy, wasn't he? Okay, well, you know what? I got 2 feathers from him. And I got some more dodo meat. Okay, that worked out very nicely, didn't it? When the food comes over and says hi, it's like DoorDash. By the way, I'm just getting a lot of fiber because, well, you'll see in a moment. All right, I'm going to start building a little place here. because it's going to be night for a long time. And by the way, they mostly come out at night. Mostly. Some scary things. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Like right about here. Not a bad place. Okay, so we're going to hit B, right click, and then I'm going to go down to floors and walls, and I'm going to do foundations. Now it says sticks, but it uses plant fiber. There's a lot of that, by the way. So I'm sure that this is just for now. Let me give you an example. If I go down to walls and it says leaves, that's plant fiber. That makes sense. Now, if I go over to sticks, it's plant fiber. That doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense. Now, you know what really doesn't make any sense? Yeah, this one's made of bark, and it uses plant fiber. So obviously, I'm going to be making them with bark, right? Because it sounds strong. All right, but I'm going to need the foundations first. So let's lay down the foundation of our base. All right, let's see here. All right, I'm going to keep it 3 wide. Oh, and the game does seem to have the same kind of functionality as Valheim in terms of the more you have, the more rest bonus you get, and the quality of the rest bonus. Okay, so right there, let's break out of that, and let's throw down, of course, bark walls, because why wouldn't we do bark walls? All right, boom, 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 and rotate with the mouse wheel. Yes, that's clearly made of plant fiber. Yeah, I'm running out of plant fiber. I'm going to have to go get some more. Okay, break out of that. And actually, where is the axe? All right, let me get some more and I'll come back. Okay, I see a lot of stuff on the ground over there. Did I just miss it? Oh, that's a lot of coconuts. Man, I'm not going to have any problems with coconuts for a while. I got 12. 12 coconuts. Okay, pick up the plant fiber. I guess I wasn't picking it all up. Yeah, I'm sorry it's dark, but like I said, it's night and you can't sleep. There's no sleeping in this game. Alright, I'm going to be brightening it up as much as I can now. Okay, 27. Okay, I heard something scream. Maybe it was another dodo. I don't know. I just want to keep away from the boars for now, the big ones. Okay, and I got a shrubbery seed. I shall become a shrubber. I will have magnificent shrubberies. Alright, let's just grab everything that we can. Alright, 58. That should do. Now, before I can actually build the armor and cloth station, it has to have a roof. So I'm going to throw a roof up and see whether or not I can slip it in. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's do B. Let's break out of that and let's go to roofs. I'm going to do this one here. All right, and we'll just leave that for a moment. I want to try to put down the station now. Okay, so this is the armor and cloth station. Oh, I need coarse fabric. Right. 10. Okay, so let me break out of that. Now I come over here, and this is coarse fabric. I should be able to do this. Let's see, 10. Right, that's going to use 30. I'll have 20 left. And there it is. Yeah, no problem there. All right, we'll just take that. Oh, and I can do something about light. So hold on a moment here. B, break out of this. Right there. Okay, floor standing light. We'll just leave it there for the moment. And once again, I don't have to worry about reloading it or anything. However, I would like some light inside. So I think that's a decoration. Where is... Okay, so we have a wall torch. Can I put it over here? All right, I think I have to have... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, apparently I can put it on that wall? I'm not sure why that wall is okay. But you know what? I'm not going to argue. Because I want light. There we go. And let's break out of that. Okay, let's see if this is going to work. Or do I have to put up the whole roof in order to get this going? All right, so we have the armor and cloth bench. Oh, I need wood. I used up my wood. Yeah, of course I did. All right, shouldn't be a problem. If nothing else, we can... Wait a second, break out of that. Cut down a tree, because why not? I don't want to cut down something that has coconuts, but it appears they're all palm trees, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, by the way, you do have to click. You can't hold down the key, which is very unfortunate. Okay, and... There we go. Exploding, get all that stuff. Okay, apparently there was no coconuts up on that one. Okay, give me the rock. Grab this stuff. Okay, let's go back. And grab that. And grab that one too. Yeah, I really like the fact that you don't have to worry about relighting these things and they just stay lit. You know, yeah, it's not realistic or anything like that, but it's more friendly to enjoying gameplay, you know, and get down to the serious stuff, you know, like killing dodos. All right, so we're going to do this and right click, go back over to here. We're good to go. All right, so I guess we can just, maybe I'll put something in there. Okay, down and boom. There we go. Now the question is it going to consider that something that I can use? Yes! Okay, so I can make, oh, I need 2. All right, so here's how I'm going to be making my initial armor / clothing. But I have to kill another boar. Well, sow, not boar. The sows are the younger ones. All right, that's unfortunate because it's nighttime and it's also very dark. You know, why don't we work on making the base a little bit bigger? Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so we have this giant crab thing, and then we have this. Hold on a minute. By the way, this is probably going to lead to a death. Right, drowned. You notice he's got like a 3, and then you have the thorn fiddler. The thorn fiddler, I think, is the little one. Yeah, the drowned. I died twice to them because they're rather nasty, and they can kind of throw a rock that insta-kills you. At least that's my experience. Now, the bad part about this guy is I actually killed a big one after I died and came back, and he didn't drop any crab meat. I mean, look at it. It's a big crab. Yeah, there's 2 fiddlers. I'm guessing that those would be social. So we're just going to go this way for now. And it is raining. That's not really doing much for the visibility. All right. I do need to find a sow if I can find one. You know what I mean? All right. Since I'm here, let's do a little bit of clearing too. Hold on a minute. Okay, did I hear something? Okay, I'm hearing growling. Definitely hearing some growling there. A stump. Let me get this. Okay, are you a sow? You're a sow. Oh, there's 2 sows. Okay, so I got what I wanted. I didn't get any more food, but you know, oh, what is that? Game and pepper. Okay, that's good. Interesting. Didn't see that before. All right, so the other one ran away, probably going for its mommy, so I'm just going to leave. Because I want my boots. These boots are made for walking. Or running in this case. Oh, hi. Oh, my goodness. He had 4 little shields on him, didn't he? Yeah, the drowners, they show up at night. Yeah, they show up at night. Hopefully. Oh, this is the boat. For a minute there, I thought this was my camp. Oh, we have a problem, don't we? Yeah, I can take this stuff apart. It'll give me wood. More importantly, it can give me nails. Yeah, see, I got some nails there. I have a total of 5 nails. Okay, see, look, they're teaming up together. That ain't right. That ain't right at all. Let me just get... Okay. Alright. Getting some more. I'm not getting any more nails, though. Maybe I'll get some nails from this. Yes, I did. Alright, so I have 7 nails now. Okay, how many of those little shields do you have? By the way, I'm thinking about eating something. Feathers. I need to cook, unfortunately. Oh, I can do a coconut. There we go. That's not what I wanted. Where's my base? Okay, there is my base. Yeah, there's a bunch of those guys around. How many? Oh, you have 2. This is probably a terrible idea. Okay. Ouch. Oh, wow, he really hurt me. My health is at the top left. You know what? I think I need armor. Oh, goodness. Get away from me. What is... Okay, that's a Triton's horn. Just a shell. Oh, wow. They're just all over the place now, aren't they? Yeah, when I said they mostly come out at night, I was right. Okay, can I get any more... Alright, you know what? I'll worry about that when I need the nails. All these little ones can be broken up and possibly get nails. Oh, it's another sow. Yeah, but the problem is that I don't have a lot of health. And yeah, I don't have gunpowder. Well, you know, the thing is, it's nearby. Okay. Well, on the bright side, I am doing a little bit better. All right, we'll have the dodo breath. Or I should say the broth. Okay, where... Yeah, I see these guys over here now. Where's my corpse? My corpse is over here. Oh, yeah, when you die, your corpse actually has a little light on it. All right, yeah, I'm going to be killing you. Alright, I'm guessing this is a useful tactic for boss fights. Alright, and grab that. I think I got everything back, right? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, I used... Well, I can make another bacon and eggs, couldn't I? Alright, let's get back. Because I can make myself some boots now. Alright, hold on a minute. What is this? Sweet potato. Ooh, I actually have found sweet potatoes. All right, so I don't want to use these guys. I do want to do the bacon and eggs. All right, craft that. So I got 2 bacon and eggs. I'm going to take the boiled crab with me. Dodo? No, I think I needed that. Yeah, I got to leave the bird meat. Okay, so I do have food. And I actually have all of the coconuts, too. let's make boots. And as you can see, actually I have 3 now, don't I? Where did I get? I guess the last guy gave me 2. Oh, I need 2 coarse fabric. Yeah, apparently this one can work outside, but the other one, yeah, no. Oh, I didn't actually grab it. There we go. Okay, now I can make the boots. So we'll take the boots and we'll put on the boots. Okay, so these guys were torn boots. They were a 90 defense. These guys here are, they're uncommon and they're 100. Now, as I understand though, the one thing you can do is you can upgrade. So here's the thing. I could upgrade my boots and they'll be better on the other side. So at the moment though, I would be more interested in just getting more things. Yeah, all of these require me to kill a lot of boars. Well, sows for now. You know what I do need though is I need storage. So let's see if I can actually do that at the moment. Okay, storage and beds. Well, let's see here. That one is nails. You know, I don't want to lose my nails so quickly. So here's what I'm going to do. Storage basket. All right, we'll just put it over here. I'll make 2 of them. Because what I want to do is I want to put food into one of them. And here's something that's really good, and I love the fact that this is right out of the box. Let me take all of my food elements and put them in here. Right? We'll just put everything in here, except for the foods that I'm going to be eating, right? We'll even put the coconuts up there too. Right? Let me put the other ones in the other box though. Okay, that, those. Yeah, another raw hide. And the feathers, probably good to go with all of that. And then we'll put the plant fiber in there too. Right, so here is the thing. If I go over here and I say, hey, look, plant fiber. Well, you know what? I don't have any plant fiber in my inventory. It's going right to the container. And the same thing for cooking. You can see these guys right here, the ones that I put in the other container, you can just access them from here. Very, very nice indeed. I really like that. All right, let's see about finishing the roof. Because, I mean, it is raining, right? Let's see. I need the roof. I need this. Okay, so can we just get a little bit of rotation going here? Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so now there's another piece that I happen to know of, and I think that's it, right? Okay, hold on. I do believe I am starting to run out, but fortunately, these things that I'm making only take 1 plant fiber, which is really useful indeed. All right, I have a solid roof over my head now. Now, in terms of what we're looking at over here, where's the walls? In order to make that look good, I have wall corner, stone. No, it should be down here. Bark. I mean, I make everything else out of bark so we can do bark. Oh, I didn't do that. Okay, well, I need to do that. I didn't realize that I had forgotten that part of the roof. Okay, hold on a minute. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. And now I need to put up this. There we go. Except now I am starting to run a little bit low, but we'll try that again. Okay, so this is bark. Hold on a minute. Rotate. There we go. See, I can put that there. Turn it around, and okay, it's not letting me get it in there. Maybe I should be using a different one or something. I mean, that works. Oh, maybe it was just off a little bit. All right, so here's the thing. I'm putting that down and putting that down. That. And then I would go for the one that's upside down. This one here. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right. So you can see I can actually build a little thing up there until it's done. Or I should switch back to the other one. Anyway, I think you get the idea. So it'll do for now. It'll do for everything that I need. I can actually make a bed in here too. Do I have the materials necessary for that? I need more plant fiber. All right, so I've used up my plant fiber because it's my primary building material for bark walls, right? All right, so let's break out of that. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the night. Hopefully the days last a very long time. And yeah, fighting them would be a bad idea. Yeah, they seem to be sticking around together, don't they? Now, if only I had some gunpowder. Gunpowder would be good. Did I make a mistake doing that? I think they're just edged out a little. Eek. I might have to do something about that. Might have to do something about that. By the way, if you look at the rested bonus there, you can see that my comfort level is level 2. Now, if I was to actually get a bed, would that increase it? Let me just see here. Trying to get... Right. Okay, 16. All right, that should do for now. I want to see about making a bed and see if that raises my comfort level. Boom, there we go. Okay, so B. Nope, not that. Let's go down to bed. Okay, I don't know why I'm in the sky like that. I must have hit a key. Some sort of orbital thing. There we go. Alright, so if I was to come over here... Alright, I am now set here for revival. And you can see the comfort level is now 3. So that's actually the way that happens, very much like Valheim, is that we are going to equip places. Now, this is obviously just kind of a starting situation. As I understand it, you're going to be able to go to other islands and then set up fast travel locations. So if we look at the map, this is the island I'm on, but yeah, big area. And of course, there's a lot of stuff for us to do here. All right, so we got this and we got this, a smuggler's cache. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Yeah, lots of chests. Hopefully the chests have good things. Mine copper ore. Well, if I'm going to do that, I should probably have a stone pickaxe. Okay, repair kit. We can do that. Yeah, I can make the bullets, but I don't have gunpowder. That's the problem. I don't even know what... Ooh, bandages? Okay, so if I make this, we'll make 2, and then I can make 2 bandages? Restores 900 health over time. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Okay, let's grab both of those. I mean, I'm still hurt at the moment. So why don't we just do a bandage? It looks like it. Is it filling in? Maybe it fills in slow. Maybe it doesn't fill in at all. I mean, I do have food in my system. Huh. Well, you know what we can do? Where is the coconuts? Hold on a second. Oh. Right over here. Yeah, where is it? Right? Yeah, right here. Okay, coconut. Over here. Eat the coconut. Okay, it did go up a little bit there. So it's 4 blocks instead of the 3 that we had before. Okay, I think that's going to be it for now. I kind of like this game. We're going to see a lot more of it we'll do at least another episode or two. Hopefully the demo lasts a lot longer than that. And hopefully we'll be hitting the seas fairly soon. I'm guessing that I'm going to have to search all the locations on my island for that. You know, here we have to open up some chests. Here we're going to be opening up some chests over here. And then I guess we're going to be mining copper ore. I'm guessing we're going to get a whole... you know, I should at least run around the island so I can see how big it is. Yeah, during the daytime, though. Yeah, during the daytime. I do have a lot of food, and that's very good. Water doesn't seem to be an issue. Of course, we are surrounded by water. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Maybe say something in the comments for the great God algorithm. And of course, subscribing is a great way to show your support. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.